Hello everybody, and welcome back to some more Magic Mastery to follow in the footsteps of Zesh, except I don't go full out like he does sometimes. Oh. And as you can see, there may have been some upgrades to the house since the recording session with the group, because I'm all alone here on a lonely server in the middle of the night, dark and stormy night. But that's not so much the issue. Wait, that's not what we're here today for. What we're here for today is these lovely things. I've decided that I miss the knowledge. I miss what we had before. It was very cozy with all of the knowledge that we gained. It's kept in our nice book. So I've decided. Oh, geez, everything looks different. Yes, we've done some trading with a Culinary Guild. I've decided that I want to relive my life and take up arms in the Ancient Warfare mod. And simple thing. Oh my gosh, you guys really need to shut up. Hey, you! Oi! You! Just got a herd of Ventoraptors. Really? Like these Venoraptors. Vento. Yeah, I was right to begin with. Alright, so you need to screw yourself. Get out of here. That sounded like you were in pain. Except I know you're not, because now you're dead. Gosh darn it. Manticore, get out of here. This is supposed to be a nice, peaceful episode without your interruptions. And you're screaming. Oh my gosh. I mean, I know I can turn... Alright, there's something I need to change here. You get... Okay, you get changed to escape, so that I can press R without just getting screwed over. The item that I'm looking for, because I made myself a few basic tables without thinking about it. We have our research table. Actually, I'll get what they all mean in a second, because we have reading to do. And the easiest way to do this is just to be like, boop, there you go. And I managed to get the stuff together for this already, because... Whoa! Oh, it automatically kicks it back in my inventory. Okay, good. I was going to say, I have all this stuff together, and if you noticed, it was all conveniently placed and everything. It was all nice. But I remember the recipe now. This is the research book from the Ancient Warfare mod. It allows me to get a collection of knowledge about everything that you could possibly want. And when it says research, this is all of the research to be done. Look at all this knowledge that can be gained. Do you know what this means? I can have my book again. We can do what we want, because nobody else will know. I will have a monopoly on these things. Only I will be able to make them, because nobody else feels like spending the time to do this research. Now, the simple thing is that the Culinary Guild also asked for... Where is it? Of course, this is actually set up that you don't have to have NEI or any other mod, because if you click on any given thing, it'll tell you what you need. And when it says 5 sticks, 2 iron, wow, and 5 feathers, like, it'll literally tell you what you need. And when it says that, all you have to do to craft it is find the correct table. I only have these 2. The drafting station I probably should not have made, and it is not important because it's for building new buildings, which I don't think we're going to be doing all that much of, because I don't really feel like trying to direct an entire town on how to live. The engineering station is going to be much more effective to us, however, because civics and MISC cover quite a few things. And no, that's just not the equivalent. Basically, our tables are listed up here. You have your research station, which is used to get all this research, and research is required to make all the other things. See, we have pumps here. What are these for? I don't know. See, I don't know a lot about this mod. Like, I did some testing in the car ride because I could log into single player. Of course, it drained my battery like crazy. But excuse me. The engineering station is what we just looked at. I believe it covers, well, obviously covers civics, and more or less, I'm looking for a specific object in here. Wooden gate. See, yeah, it covers civics. I don't know why they like to split it this way. Hold on. Can I throw the book in there? And it won't come up with anything interesting. I guess. There you go. There's a decent amount of things. However, the civics, when you look at it, after doing, I guess, some research or whatever, it comes up with a bunch of farms and only... Whoa. Hey now, why was that flashing? It comes up with a bunch of farms and only farms in the station. However, okay, continuing on from there, what else do we have? We have the drafting station, which is for buildings. Hello? Hello? Whoa. Do want glitch to repeat. How does happen? Am I getting a zoom in effect? I don't know, whatever. Continuing on, drafting station. I need to curb the ADHD that's happening in all recording groups. Drafting station lets you place down a construction zone for a building and then have your people that you NPC recruit to build for you, which I believe are the miners can do that for you. I know a decent amount of it. I don't know how it actually ends up working out, to be perfectly honest. So I have a general overview. The vehicle engineering, I believe, just pretty much refers to everything that's this, unless it only refers to things that are moving, in which case that would be kind of weird because you'd have it split between your turrets and your mobiles, which I don't think they would do that. Your ammo production, which is kind of self-explanatory. If you don't know what ammo is, I feel bad for you. Your NPC, your alchemy. I don't know anything about the alchemy here. We will learn about that eventually. And the auto-crafting station, which I don't know what that necessarily does, aside from the fact that it says it's auto-crafting station. And if you look around in here, you can pretty much see what you see over here. So, I don't know. There's some interesting things. The most interesting and the most active and most fun, I would say, is all of the turrets and destruction that can happen from this. And my kind of like the chest carts too, and boats. They're fun. Then you don't really have to pay attention to that. Oh, I would like to make a backpack eventually, but that is going to be for research. Oh, crafting. See, here you can get described to you, and it'll actually give you... I don't know why you would need to... That's weird. They give you the recipe for your book in your bookception. And this is just some simple crafting things that are used in some other crafting things. Alright. Structures. This is what the drafting table is for. And yeah, that's pretty much your book for you. The more important part of the book... Oh yeah, the teams, I don't know, but everyone on the server is default to 0, so it's fine. The basics, so pretty much how this is going to work is you already have some things researched already. So if I take this out and use it, you see that I have known research 3. And if you actually just throw it in there, the easiest way to tell is I have command 1 already, which means I'm guessing that I have the research more or less to have people, to make people, not make. I guess it technically is making because I can put them in an item and take them out of an item and everything. Torsion weapons, which I guess helps me along my way to catapult. Nope, I don't want to research that. I guess that helps me along my way to catapult. Okay. Yeah, basic level catapult and ballistas. Excuse me. I do not actually want that. Wood materials 2, which means we have 1. But however, the Culinary Guild, as I think I started to mention and ADHD'd or just bleh away from it, Sean asked to make asked me in specific because he knows I'm going. There's forewarning that I was thinking about ancient warfare. He was asking me to make a wooden gate for him. So I believe that's what we will try to do in this episode. However, Sean's not on, nobody's on, so... Now, to get into how research works. Research... Actually, here's what I should do first. Is show you, in Civics, the wooden gate. If you can find it in here, which this is a handy search bar, that you can just go wooden gate, or just something close, and it'll come up with it. A lot better than any I will, actually, in my opinion. It'll tell you what you need in terms of resources. So, to make a wooden gate, you need 10 stone and 12 oak wood planks. I'm guessing it has to be specific to oak wood, because they're mean like that. And then it'll also tell you, which NAI will tell you that you need this, and it'll just give you a table. And it'll say put 10, 12, and call it done. Excuse me, cat. You just knocked my chair. It'll tell you also, your book at least, will tell you what research you need, which your NEI won't do. Because I can find the wooden gate just fine, but it'll just say, hey, this is how you craft it. And the book is a lot more exciting and fun. I like my books. And if you were paying attention, it said that you need Mechanics 1 and Mechanics 2. However, we don't have Mechanics 2, so we need Mechanics 1. So I did not prepare for this part of it. I do... Okay, so... We're gonna need 12 of these planks. I'm setting up now. I'm getting materials. Oh no. Oh, we don't have the stone. Well, that's kind of crap. Now, isn't it? Well, we can get the stuff. The tip about this is that, from what I've seen so far, at least when you rank up something, it doesn't make it a more fun recipe, as you will see in a minute here. However, let me just go ahead and do this and this. Oh wait, I have torches on me. That was a waste. So we have that. What I want to do is put 3 of those in each slot. I pretty much just want to fill each slot. Oops. Oop, wait. 3 iron. Cool. This will be perfect. I do need sticks, so that wasn't a waste. Just make sticks. Now I need 3 paper. However, in the meantime, I can get this started. Actually, no, I can't get it started because I'll get into this in just 1 second. Why don't we make a map? Alright, well, I have to make more paper. But that's no problem. It's not like I have to go through a whole process. It's just as simple as ever. The way research works, and I know you'll love this, is we have our timer here. So when we press start, it starts counting down. Now, you literally have to sit here for 45 seconds, because I'll leave it at 35. You just sit there, you know, a few seconds pass by. I'm purposefully letting seconds pass. You go back to it. It's still at 35. You have to physically research it, which makes sense, but I hate them for it. I'd prefer to have it be automatic. Now, there is a way to make it automatic, as I saw and I tested with, and I just kind of was like, oh, hey, look at that. You have your NPC recruiters, or recruitment. You recruit your researcher, which honestly, I guess you need a research for your researcher, which is kind of beyond me. So you make them, and then they just automatically sit here, and they just sit here and like right-click constantly at the table. It actually looks kind of funny. So now that we did that, you have mechanics. And from what I can tell, the queue, this pretty much has everything that you can ever research and the potentially in it. But when you click on it, and this probably would have been smarter for me to do before the episode, it's just, no wait, but I didn't have my book. Alright, well, never mind. You have your queue. And what I assume is the queue doesn't actually do anything except for the fact that if I click this, and then this, and then this, no, it won't let me do 4 first. I can, oh. So it's just a reminder to yourself. I can't actually click on anything and just, okay. That, I don't like that as much then. I thought it would just let you sit there and do that. However, as you can see, it doubled the time and it takes 2 of each resource. So as I was saying, I'm pretty sure it just increases the amount of resources instead of changing up the recipe on you. So if you really want, you can go through all of the research pretty quickly. Actually, not pretty quickly. I'm assuming this is going to double again, be 3 minutes. So I'll see you. Will I see you? I don't really have too much else to talk about, to be honest. So I guess I will see you in just a moment. Or 1 minute and 30 seconds when this is done. Alright, so that is done, and what I was thinking is that the queue actually, the only thing that I can think of for it to be useful for is, A, you can remind yourself, sure, but if you have a researcher, they'll, see, I don't know, you'd have to have a whole infrastructure. Where I think that you could get them to automatically research everything in a specific order if you really, really felt like it. So, as you can see, I have my... See, that's what I'm talking about, is that it's mine and only mine. Because that book is bound to me. Nobody else can use it or learn my secret knowledge about how things work in this world. Yes, I decipher how things work, just like Thaumcraft. How the world works, just in a different way. I learned practical things, like how to keep a man off our intelligence. I mean, what? So, now that we have the research for it, we should be allowed to make the wooden gate. Hi, cat. I'm sorry, but you need to go down. I'm sorry. Cat break. So here's where our oak, wood, and stone comes into play. Which means that I need to make 6, whatever, just throw 30. I could have done this before. I'm bad. Oh, because I hit escape, it automatically sorted it. That's a bummer. There we go. Throw that in there, throw that in there. And what I should need is just a few pieces of stone, if I can find it in our clutter. Oh my gosh. There we go. We have our stone. We have our wood. And I believe, yeah, I know that this will happen. You just throw that in there and it'll be fine. It won't care. I mean, I'm assuming we'll have a whole workshop for this eventually, because as we showed as Zeshan showed, this is meant to be a temporary setup, because apparently we're going to have a much larger forge than we currently have. This anvil? No. Yes, this is a small bronze anvil, as you noted. Or may not have noted, as I note to you. Oops. Not quite. But yes, that will get bigger. And this also takes a small amount of time. It's not terrible, but you just craft a few. It'll build up time. And I'm assuming when you're trying to build a bunch of ammo, you're just sitting there for like 5-second intervals or something. Honestly, I think they didn't go overboard with the wait time like a lot of the free apps nowadays. But they're pretty nice about it. See, it's done. So now we have the wooden gate for Sean, and we just need to wait for a time when he can is online, and we can install it or trade for it of some way, because currently money is not the most abundant of resources. Food is more abundant if food is nice. At least food will be nice, especially when persimmons don't restore 2.5 hunger to me. Because they're about as good as bread now. So I think that's all I wanted to do, was introduce the Ancient Warfare mod that I will be working on. And you can look forward to some sweet trebuchets, cannons, ballistas, hwachas, and other boat ballista things, mixtures. And that will all come in the future, along with all of their upgrades and things. So I will see you next time for the group of Magic Mastery. I was doing good. Medieval Mastery. Goodbye.